more than a century, the American Council of Engineering Companies has been the power behind the engineering industry's ability to propel the nation's economy and enhance the nation's quality of life. Efforts that allow all Americans to drink clean water and travel safely and efficiently and build America's future. Backed by a federation of 52 state and regional councils representing more than 600,000 engineers, architects, scientists, and other professionals, ACEC's strength is in its knowledge base and aggressive advocacy programs to advance the public good. As limitless as the industry's contributions to the nation's progress, so are examples of how ACEC protects and advances the business interests for engineering firms, educating policymakers on what member firms face on the front lines of the business marketplace, results in timely passage of legislation and regulatory reforms. As the engineering industry's preeminent lobby for more than 100 years, ACEC's advocacy efforts are backed by a political action committee that ranks in the top 3% of all U.S. PACs and is the largest in the design industry. The result has meant impressive victories in the legislative, regulatory, and judicial arenas. ACEC's exemplary record has resulted in increased infrastructure investment, expansion of qualifications-based selection, repeals of onerous business-killing regulations, landmark court victories eliminating unfair liability, passage of business tax deductions, and the never-ending fight against government competition.
In any discussion that we have about transportation infrastructure, the ACEC brings expertise to the table that is vital to us being able to move legislation and educate members and the American people.
There's a lot of science that goes into a modern reauthorization bill, and we depend on the ACEC in making sure that we are doing the right thing, that we are accurate in putting together a bill.
I've been at this for 24 years. I've been in Washington covering this stuff, and I can tell you emphatically that if you don't have representation, if you don't have expertise in Washington, no matter how much you might not want to engage in the city, you'll get crushed. You have to have expertise. You have to have groups like ACEC who have the sophisticated context, who have the understanding of the legislation, the understanding of what's happening in the bureaucracy.
In all my years in business, ACEC has been there to provide leadership and support on regulatory and legislative matters. Its work has been instrumental.
ACEC's outstanding efforts in government advocacy is important for AECOM and our industry. Whether it's infrastructure funding, or taxes, or regulatory improvements, we count on ACEC.
While a major force in the legislative arena, ACEC is equally active in the area of business education, as the industry's leading source for bottom-line focused business management seminars and resources. Regardless if your firm serves public or private sector markets, our Senior Executives Institute is the industry's top-ranked executive training program, which has, over the last 20 years, transformed more than 500 engineers into business and industry leaders.
What is important about ACEC in terms of national perspective is they give us very timely business learning opportunities, things that we need to know now, or certainly things we need to know very quickly in terms of our future.
The educational programs that they have for business are excellent tools, and in our opinion, it's among the best in the industry. We use that as a source of not only bringing our young people along, but also as a recruitment and retention tool. ACEC is great for us.
First level is in what I consider the resources and educational opportunities that ACEC bring to me. ACEC has the biggest breadth of knowledge that's available.
Another popular benefit of ACEC membership comes in the form of substantial savings from specialized insurance programs to help control your firm's cost of business insurance, health insurance, and retirement plans. Since 1967, ACEC member firms throughout the nation have submitted their most innovative achievements to ACEC's annual Engineering Excellence Awards program, otherwise known as the Academy Awards of the engineering industry.
The Academy Awards of the engineering industry, the premier event of our nation's engineering industry.
It is the industry's most elegant and celebratory occasion, drawing national and international recognition. To really get a feel for the incredible value of an ACEC membership, just listen to our members.
In my firm in particular, ACEC was instrumental in getting the 3% withholding tax repealed. That meant $3 million to my firm.
The other very important fact is that we're kept up to date with all the policies that the federal government dictates to our industry. And we don't have a better source, a leader that ACEC is for our industry.
It's all about business. The great thing about ACEC is it's focused. It's focused on business. It's focused on public policy. And we learn a lot about business and public policy through ACEC.
I can tell you the leaders of associations from China, Australia, Korea, Canada, the UK, and many others have come to visit ACEC to see the great impact that ACEC has for its member organizations.
I think the community, the engineering community, is more powerful if you have mass. The value very much exceeds the cost.
As the owner of a small firm, I appreciate how ACEC helps contribute to the success of minority and woman-owned firms. Because of ACEC, we have face time with agency leaders and managers that otherwise may not have happened.
If you're involved in the business in the United States or elsewhere, and you want to be a player and you want to be at the table, well, then you need to be in ACEC.
I want to first say I appreciate the good work you do for the country. I want you to know that I know how vital your contribution to America is. I appreciate the entrepreneurial spirit represented here in this room.
For more than 100 years, the American Council of Engineering Companies has been the engineering industry's most important legislative and business ally on all issues that affect the bottom line. And today more than ever, there is no more valuable path for engineering firm success than by being a member of ACEC.